Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is the Mid Chicago Crypto Hustle, Bitcoin Block Bully, coming to you once again with an early rising show of coffee and crypto. Thirsty Thursdays. Damn, is it Thursday? I wonder, is it Thursday? I be so off of my days nowadays. It's crazy. How we doing out there, Facebook world? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Grand rising to everybody. Grand rising to everybody. Let me get it myself situated over here. Running a little bit. I ain't running late. I actually wanted to come live at like 8:30. You know, I had a lot of stories I wanted to cover, and I'm kind of running behind at that. But I'm actually on time for my regular 9 a.m. schedule. You know what I mean? But like I said, I did want to come. I did want to come live a little earlier. But it's all truly well though. Let me see. Let me What are we looking for here? Let me get to Facebook. Let me share this out real quick on a couple of social media sites. Share this out on Instagram, Twitter, you know, try to get a couple of more individuals over here. If y'all can, also for those that are checking in and tuning in, if you can, please share this out for other individuals that may need to get the information. Definitely would be appreciative of you. Because I definitely want everybody to get this info. So let me in fact, let me go ahead and do that now. Let me share this to the group right now. Let me get this out there to the groups. Coinda, Pundy, of course, Irvin, Cryptonomics. I hope they still got them all bunched up for me. Yeah. Well, for the most part, not how they have before. They're in close proximity of each other though. So sharing this out, Bitcoin Africa. Okay. Buy and sell cryptocurrency. So yeah, I'm just sharing this out to a couple of sites real quick. Cryptocurrency. A couple of Facebook groups that I'm a part of, Crypto Trader, Bitcoin Africa. How we doing out there, family? I'll be over to check out who I got checking in with me in 1 second. Let me actually send this out. I want to get this out. Grand Rising, Miss Wanda King, Sister White, Brother Kennedy. Who was that down there? Queen Yolanda, how we doing? Grand Rising to everybody. Grand Rising to the multitude. How are we doing? How we doing? We can see we got pretty much a red day. Now, even though it's red, it's not a major pullback. That's what I want individuals to understand and comprehend also. Just because you see red doesn't mean that like all hell is breaking loose or you know everything is going down in the dumps. It just means it's at a lower percentage than it was 24 hours ago. You know what I mean? That's it. Like Bitcoin's at 35.91. It was barely what $9 under the $3,600 mark. You know what I mean? Really nowhere. So, Lenard Washington, what's going on? Grand Rising, my brother. So how y'all doing out there, family? How we doing today? Today is Thursday, correct? Don't let me be out here talking about it's Thirsty Thursdays and it's hump days. Nah, yeah, Wednesday was yesterday. I think today's Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. And you be so tied up in the matrix, you really honestly be losing track of the time. Well, I do anyways. Let me see, because especially if you're running off different time zones. Let me see, coffee. As soon as I get this shared out to Instagram, we going though. There we go. And I'll be forgetting I'll be having that stuff at the bottom. Like the automatic just type in or whatever, the automatic write. I'll be forgetting I'll be having it down at the bottom. Anyways, tell me how we doing out there? How we doing out there? Okay, let me see. Peace. How we doing, everybody? We got a couple of news outlets, a couple of news stories coming. Very important news stories, if you ask me. Let me see. Status launches a tap-to-pay crypto hardware wallet. See, what we're not paying attention to and actually comprehending is that there is actually a there's actually a shift going on, whereas they're switching everything over. They're just not like pushing it on everybody to whereas you're noticing that that everything is switching over. You know what I mean? It's it's going on in the world and in the circles, much like ourselves. Hold on, let me get this out there. Okay, perfect. All right, so hold on, let me go ahead and get the podcast started real quick. Let me go ahead and reintroduce myself for anybody that may be tuning in for the first time, anybody that may be returning. What's going on? How you doing, Brother Tim? How you doing? Yes, sir. Grand Rising. Let me go ahead and get this thing started. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, Bitcoin block bully, coming to you once again with an early rising show of Coffee and Crypto, live via Facebook, also recording New Money Matrix podcast. How we doing out there, family? What is it? February 14th, Thursday, 2019, and we got a couple of positive, bullish news stories coming forth. British financial historian Niall Ferguson says Bitcoin is an option of digital gold. We're going to get into that story, see exactly what he's talking about. Status launches a tap-to-pay crypto hardware wallet, almost the equivalent of how the Pundi X tap-to-pay pass cards are utilized, if I'm not mistaken. Also, the New York Fed won't challenge dollar in, the cryptocurrency won't challenge dollar in near or midterm. I'm gonna break this down for y'all, and always remember we got to be on top of how they use terminology and words. One thing you got to comprehend that they said that they won't do it, that they won't challenge the dollar near or midterm. They didn't say anything about long. What is your long-term outlook on this thing called cryptocurrency and Bitcoin? You know what I mean? Once again, JP Morgan up back to his same bullshit. Now remember, these are the same people, the same guy, the same company that said Bitcoin was bullshit, it was a scam, and yada, 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 stay away from it. Came back, invested in it, and not only invested in it, they're rolling out the first United States-backed cryptocurrency. Now, y'all, I really, really, really don't think y'all understand the totality of where the fuck this thing's going. Like, and excuse my language, but when you see the United States as the corporate entity that it is, which has a contract with the Federal Reserve to transact with Federal Reserve notes, right? Now talking about, and JP Morgan got to have some one hell of a pull, to be the first, to be. You don't think? Come on now. Let me paint something for y'all real quick. Y'all don't think that every goddamn big institute out here was trying to pull out their first cryptocurrency out their ass and had probably been like, this is the thing, we don't know what goes on. Like for JP Morgan to just come out like, yeah, we rolling out our first US bank, that's not shit that happens overnight, family. I'm sorry, it's not. These are things that are seeded, planted, watered, and well taken care of in order to blossom into today's news that it is. So this was a calculated move, highly calculated. Also, Wells Fargo nightmare is a Bitcoin's dream come true. I think we'll end it with that after we get through everything that we're talking about. Let me see who I got checking in with me. Marco Polo, how we doing out there? Washing the fiat. It's definitely some changing times, brothers and sisters. It is definitely changing times right now, brothers and sisters. And I'm telling you now, you either gonna get with it, get ran over. It's gonna be the Jetsons or the Flintstones. You're gonna be one or the other. So the first story rolling out, coming out of CoinDesk, Status launches a tap-to-pay crypto hardware wallet. Interesting. Status, the Ethereum messaging app and mobile browser startup, has relaunched their cryptocurrency hardware wallet under a new name, Keycard. Developed entirely open source, the wallet will first be distributed to interested blockchain developers for free, and later sold directly from Status website at $29 a piece, which isn't too bad, considering, let's see what type of tech they have to it. The hardware, as highlighted by Status project lead Guy Luis Gra, is the exact same shape as a Visa card you have in your wallet today. Speaking to CoinDesk, Gra added, Keycard is contactless. It's going to work with your mobile crypto wallet. You'll just need to tap your key card on a mobile device to sign transactions. Functionally speaking, it's really a hardware wallet, but it works with mobile. Interesting. According to the firm, the Status key card is compatible with several cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, XRP, Ether, and all Ethereum-based ERC20 tokens. The first batch of key cards is expected to arrive in the mail to interested parties by early March. It's we halfway through February now. But according to Gra, they won't be user facing. They won't be user facing initially. We're not announcing a full-end customer product with KeyCard, Gra said. We're releasing a tool, actually. That's the way it should be seen. At this stage, it's a tool for third-party blockchain projects that want to secure their application with a cost-efficient hardware wallet. Adding that the integration of KeyCard and the status software for end users specifically will be released later this year. Gra also explained that Status, unlike most other cryptocurrency wallet manufacturers, wants to encourage people to build the card themselves. Wow, okay. And in order to reduce the barrier to entry for blockchain projects to do so, the KeyCard API, which is the code base integrating with the hardware to perform a number of different applications, such as storing private keys, signing transactions, tap to pay, and more. It runs on common standardized technology that has been around for over 15 years. I'm telling y'all, with a lot of this tech, we think that's new. If it says 15, it's probably more like 30 or 40. Our software is open and runs on Java cards. So if a third-party project wants to build its own key card, they would use our open source software. They just need to have it run on the Java card, which is available through hundreds of manufacturers since it's such a common hardware highlighted. I'm gonna stop right here and pause. I'm gonna let y'all into something. When we look at the advancement of cryptocurrency and blockchain and how it is now giving the power back into the hands of the people, that's all you're seeing with this. There's so many do-it-yourself type of projects, platforms, tech coming out of cryptocurrency and blockchain. Like, hey, do it yourself. I'm telling y'all, we could be moving into a truly sovereign society if the powers that be are not able to get a tight grip on this thing that's emerging. Indeed, emphasizing that the security of any cryptocurrency hardware wallet is tightly linked with openness, Gra added, security should be able to be accessed by anyone. And I'm telling y'all that y'all not seeing it. That's why software and hardware needs to be open. In fact, you know what? Let me stop saying that because y'all listening, because y'all tuning in right now. You either watching or you listening. Y'all are the few. Y'all are the ones with that third eye that's open, is able to peer into the new money matrix and actually see some of the tangibility and value of it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only ones that's tuning into this show. Them the only ones that's listening to me speak. Them the only ones that's following not so much my lead, but the breadcrumbs that I'm leaving there for everybody to trail. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna quit saying that. It's those that are outside of us that are not taking heed to the signs and symbols that are right here in front of their face. You know what I mean? Them the ones that's not getting it. Once again, security should be able to be assessed by anyone. That's why software and hardware needs to be open. That's the first and most important thing. And then as much as possible, use widely. Use hardware platforms. Status KeyCard is now available for developers to review on GitHub and also be ordered for early delivery next month. A lot of the movies we've seen in previous years need to be looked back and decoded and detailed in great detail. One such movie that I believe individuals need to pay attention to, who was that film? I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm about to say Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo DiCaprio starred in it, and in it, in the whole movie, remember everything was based off of time. They had a little time things on their wrist, but it was like embedded in them, and that was how long they got to live. And the wealthy had the most time, and the poor was, you know, working and laboring and everything. Man, crucial drawing when you really break that movie apart. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Now I can't remember the name of it. It may be called Time, but crucial movie. Anyways, British financial historian Neil Ferguson says Bitcoin is an option on digital gold. And we're starting to hear this a lot more often now. I don't know if y'all paying attention to that. We're starting to hear this a lot more often. Getting right into the story. It goes on to state, Neil Ferguson, British economic and financial historian, believes Bitcoin is an option in digital gold, as he said in an interview with blockchain magazine Breaker Mag on February 13th, so just yesterday. Ferguson, a world-famous historian and author in books such as The Ascent of Money, declared Bitcoin itself is the only money in a very limited sense, stressing that the oldest cryptocurrency is incapable of being money as a means of payment due to massive volatility. However, in near future, Bitcoin's main function will be serving as a type of insurance, Ferguson stated, explaining that it is an asset that is hard to confiscate. And anyone might hold private keys the same way the European wealthy used to hoard gold, jewelry, and precious stones. Family, read between the lines, pay attention to every word that we speak, every word that we read. Really read what you're reading instead of just breezing over it. While Ferguson said that it is clear that the money of future will be digital, he still expressed skepticism about stablecoins, which are digital currencies that are designed to provide minimum volatility and peg the fiat currencies, commodities, or algorithms. Very interesting that he states that. I don't know if anybody else seen the news, but Binance itself, let me see. Where is that story? Binance itself is rolling out, and actually it's ingenious. I'm telling y'all really got to pay attention to see what's going on. So Binance done start. He opened up a USD to USD. Here it is right here. So check it out, right? So you got all these stable coins over here on Binance. You got USD, you got USDC, you got TUSD, you got PAX, right? You got all these currencies that are supposed to be pegged to the dollar, right? But at times you see all of them fluctuating at their own price, right? Look, they done added trading pairs of the USDs within the USDs and say, fuck it, give it. Look how they put it. I promise y'all, when y'all really start, man, if y'all can look at this, I look at it like this shit like a movie. Okay, so Binance will open trading for USDS versus USDT, USDS versus PAX, USDS versus TUSD, and USDS versus USDC trading pairs on the 14th at 10 a.m. UTC time. You got to know what UTC time, know exactly what 10 a.m. is. 6 p.m. is 12 a.m. So, just continue to do the math. But risk warning: cryptocurrency investment is subject to high market risk. Please make your investment cautiously. Binance will make efforts to choose high quality coins, but will not be responsible for your investment. So it's almost like he opened up the pen when it's time to feed the animals, dogs, whatever, threw the food out there and say, here, fuck it, y'all do what y'all do, just don't choke. Y'all not seeing it, man. For him to open up a stable coin, like that means, look, listen. You can grow your dollar amount versus dollar amount. Like, man, this is crazy. Yeah. But that story that we was just reading took me over there. He goes on to say, however, yada yada yada, said that Ferguson stated that fiat currencies have indeed performed very well in recent years in terms of inflation. In this context, Ferguson said that building a substitute for something that has been doing well since its inception in the 1970s is not an obviously winning strategy. He said stablecoin builders should remember that Bitcoin is an unusual kind of asset, which isn't closely correlated to other asset classes. Investors like that idiosyncrasy. Let's see. And you already know how I am. I don't like to run over words that I myself don't have a full comprehension of. So let's see exactly what they mean when they use this term. Which, when you break down the word and the pieces in it, you can damn near get a simple comprehension of what they may be saying. A mode of behavior, a way of thought, peculiar to an individual, a distinctive or peculiar feature or characteristic of a place of things, is an unusual feature of a person. It also means an odd habit. The term is often used to express eccentricity or peculiarity, a synonym for quirk. Okay. And how do they pronounce it? Let's see. Idiosyncrasy. Okay. So I got an idiosyncrasy for crypto, I guess. A peculiar, interesting. Learn something new every day. Regarding the future of money, Ferguson expressed hope that the global community will adopt a universal payment system that treats everyone equally, from the 0.1% to the huge class of people who are outside the financial system and have to rely on cash and payday loans. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that over again. Regarding the future of money, Ferguson expressed the hope that the global community will adopt a universal payment system that treats everyone equally, from the 0.1% to the huge class, which means they are here, of people who are outside the financial system and have to rely on cash and payday loans. Ferguson also expressed concerns that huge centralized entities that might gain control over custom transactions My nightmare would be that Amazon, Google, or Facebook create some hugely popular version of a digital dollar, at which point every transaction is going to be monitored by the network platforms, big data, and artificial intelligence systems to an even greater extent than is already true. That was a mouthful in what he just said. Earlier today, Mike Novogratz, a former Goldman Sachs partner and founder of crypto merchant bank Galaxy Digital, argued that Bitcoin is going to be a digital gold, claiming that it will be sovereign money. I mean, signs and symbols for the conscious mind. Moving right along into the, let me see, what story do I want to do? The Fed or JP Morgan? We'll do JP Morgan first. We'll save the Fed for last. So, after all the controversy, after all the shit talking, after all the yada, 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 this, that, and the third, JP Morgan itself, right? Justin Timberlake, that's what it was. My apologies. I said Leonardo DiCaprio, didn't I? Justin Timberlake, that's who it was. And the movie is called Time. Definite. Let's see. NASDAQ supports crypto adoption, adds new Bitcoin. Hold on. Got to bring this story up. Let me go ahead and get this. Thank you, brother Polo. Definitely add this to the mix before we get into the Fed. And this is what I'm sharing with you all right now, family, is the mass adoption taking place in front of our eyes. Look how quick. First off, what have I been saying? These people are printing their own fucking money out of thin air, and I'm gonna continue to say that. I'm talking about thin money, JPM coin. Like, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. And excuse my language, family. Excuse my language, but come on, JPM coin. I'm gonna make a Bitcoin block bully coin, triple B coin. And this coin will be utilized for all services and goods, Bitcoin block bully. And it's that easy. And you will give me your fiat dollars in order to utilize, or your Bitcoin, whichever I choose I want to have as an on-ramp of conversion. You know what I mean? Like, that's how easy it is, family. Anyways, and this is by CNBC. So you got to think of who all just woke up and seen this news today. Not only this news, Forbes with this news, talking about Wells Fargo nightmares, Bitcoin's dream come true. Watch this bull. Y'all, everyone's been talking about a bull. Hey, when's the bull? Hey, look, I've been telling y'all to accumulate. This is the time for accumulation. This is not the time to be sitting back waiting for Bitcoin to already get to $10,000 and $15,000 and $20,000 before you put a dime in. You know what I mean? I had an individual put in $20 in Ethereum not even 2 weeks ago, and already they're in profit off a $20 investment. It does not take you having to break the bank in order to invest in cryptocurrency. Let's move along with the story. JP Morgan is rolling out the first U.S. bank-backed cryptocurrency to transform payments business. Engineers at the lender have created the JPM coin, a digital token that will be used instantly to settle transactions between clients of its wholesale payments business. Only a tiny fraction of payments will initially be transmitted using a digital currency, but the trial represents the first real-world use of a digital coin by a major U.S. bank. While JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon has bashed Bitcoin as a fraud, the bank chief and his managers have consistently said blockchain and regulated digital currencies held promise. And that was him telling y'all to look left while they were going right. I mean, classic play. Okay, I'm gonna go out here and tell them this bullshit. And then look, y'all go bad up every time it gets done. Y'all go bad up and get on top of the tech. We can come out with our own shit. It's not bad from us. The first cryptocurrency created by a major U.S. bank is here, and it's from JP Morgan Chase. The lender moves. Okay, let me say this again. If anyone has seen The Big Short, what did he do in order to short the housing market? He created his own instrument, correct? Family, this is the sovereign power that each and every one of us should have and utilize, being able to create our own instruments within this United States jurisdiction, this world of commerce, this digital world of commerce in which whereas it is now going. Once again, the first cryptocurrency created by U.S. bank, by a major U.S. bank is here, and it's from JP Morgan. The lender moves more than $6 trillion around the world every day for corporations in this massive wholesale payments business. In trials set to start in a few months, a tiny fraction of what will happen over something called JPM coin, the digital token created by engineers at the New York-based bank to instantly settle payments between clients. JP Morgan is preparing for a future in which parts of the essential underpinning of global capitalism, from cross-border payments to corporate debt issuance, moves to the blockchain. Understand debt is not just a word, family. Understand debt is one of the most valuable things within this United States jurisdiction that we live in. That's the database technology made famous by its first application, Bitcoin. But in order for the future to happen, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and say that over again. JP Morgan, listen to what I'm telling y'all. So why aren't we doing this? JP Morgan is preparing for a future in which parts of essential underpinning of global capitalism, from cross-border payments to corporate debt issuance, moves to the blockchain. So it should read, our community is preparing for a future in which parts of the essential underpinning of global capitalism, from cross-border payments to corporate debt instruments or corporate community debt-based instruments, or whatever the case may be, move to the blockchain. Family, they are so, man, so that's the database technology that made famous by its first application, Bitcoin. But in order for the future to happen, the bank needed a way to transfer money at the dizzying speed that those smart contracts closed, rather than relying on old technology like wire transfers. So anything that currently exists in the world as it moves onto the blockchain, this will be the payment leg for that transaction, said Umar Farag, head of JP Morgan's blockchain project. The applications are frankly quite endless. I'm gonna say that again. The applications are frankly quite endless. Anything where you have a distributed ledger which involves corporations and institutions can use it. For some, JP Morgan's new currency may come as an unexpected development for a technology that rose from the wreckage of a financial crisis and was used to disrupt the established banking world, because y'all don't understand what's going on. The time trying to take that which was given to us, those that true to move in a private capacity and as a sovereign, and trying to make it their own and dictate and set rules. I mean, think about it. They did not create cryptocurrency, but then they would come in. I'll save that for the podcast. When the international payments are tested, it will be one of the first real-world applications for cryptocurrency in banking. The industry has mostly shunned the asset class as too risky. Last year, JP Morgan and 2 other lenders banned the purchase of Bitcoins by credit card customers. And Goldman Sachs reportedly shelved plans to create a Bitcoin trading desk after exploring the idea. Damon bashed Bitcoin. Yes, he did. Though holders of digital currencies may seize on the news that a major financial institution is issuing its own crypto as bullish for the asset class, retail investors will probably never get to own a JPM coin, which I don't want. Unlike Bitcoin, only big institutional clients of JP Morgan that have undergone regulatory checks, like corporations, banks, and broker deals, can use these tokens. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to cut, and I'm going to pause, and I'm going to tell y'all what they've done. So they have created a means of exchange that is, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It is, oh man, I'm having a brain fart right now. It is specific to only them. They like, look, we made this currency, but only we can use it. The currency of the elite, if you will. You understand what I mean? So peep, right? If they're able to make a currency that only the big institutional clients of JP Morgan, corporations and banks and broker dealers can use, why can't you create a token that only you can use? Only you and your community can use. I'm trying to tell y'all something right now. If you were to grow your own food, right? Oh man, it goes so deeper than that, because then you got to have real ownership of the land, not just certificate of title, but actually ownership. Revolution is going on right now. I mean, that's what I will tell you. There's a digital revolution going on right now, and it is being overshadowed. The attention that needs to be put on it is not being placed on it. That's why I'm glad that we got certain facets as Chicago Crypto Hustler, Cryptonomic Council, New Money Matrix, Know the Ledge Media, as being introduced, Money Matrix Mondays from Brother Blue Pill, and that showcased us to the world. And a hole was ripped in the matrix on that day. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A portal was open, and just for the amount of people that were able to see that video, that is changing and shifting the paradigm of currency and everything else as a financial and economic structure and knowledge basis as we know it, with that amount of people to be able to hear me speak in a way that I do. You know what I mean? Let me see. So yeah, right now, what you're seeing right now, family, is the new world order. It's happening right now. And not in no conspiracy theory type of way. This is a new world. This is a new order that is coming in with the emergence of blockchain. I hope we're getting that. There are other key differences between the bank's crypto and Bitcoin, which JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon has bashed as a fraud that won't end well for his investors. To be clear, he and his managers have consistently said that the blockchain, as well as digital currencies that regulated held promise. Each JP Morgan coin is redeemable for a single US dollar. So its value shouldn't, look, they're not saying it won't. Pay attention to the wordplay. Its value shouldn't fluctuate. Similar in concept to so-called stable coins, which do fluctuate. Don't be surprised if JP Morgan coin goes up to $1.50 or, right, man, it's going to be a gaffle in there somewhere. Clients will be issued the coins after depositing dollars at the bank. Oh, this shit is, y'all not getting it. They just made this shit up. And they got people about to go turn in. Okay, so it's the same thing they did with the gold, right? Give us your gold. We're going to give you the shit that we made, being fiat currency, these pieces of paper. Give us your gold. We're going to get these pieces of paper, right? Now, once again, the pieces of paper have done so well, the debt instruments, that they are looked at as having value, even though they don't have value. But the banks, big corporations, understand the instruments that these are and how to utilize them. So in order to get more of these instruments, right, and utilize them and go trade with them and do everything else with them, why don't we open up a just whole new, brand new on-ramp for them to give us this money for free? How do we do that? We make a coin out of thin fucking air, thin, excuse my language. I need to get an adult version of this show. I could really go in on some stuff with this, man. I'll be holding back on. We make a coin out of thin air, tell people that it's redeemable for $1, and tell them that this is what they can use to interact with us. And at the same time, they're giving us these fiat currencies that has run the country for X amount of years. Yeah, man. Catch what I'm saying, family. Catch what I'm saying. I'm throwing the alley-oop. Dunk it. Clients will be issued the coins after depositing dollars at the bank. After using the tokens for a payment or a security purchase on the blockchain, the bank destroys the coins and gives clients back a consumer rate. Hold on. Let's see what type of gaffle they're trying to do with this word. Why they don't just give you $1? Why it's got to be a let me see. So commensurate, corresponding in size or degree and proportion. Equivalent, equal, corresponding, comparable, proportionable, proportionate, proportional. What is that again? Commensurate. Okay. So they're gonna give you back a commensurate number of dollars. Pay it, man. I need to get Black Laws and see what that is. Real-time settlement. There are 3 early applications for the JPM coin, according to Farouk. The first for international payments for large corporation clients, which now typically happens using wiring transfers between financial institutions on decades-old networks like SWIFT, instead of sometimes taking more than a day to settle because institutions have cutoff times for transactions and countries operate on different systems. The payments will settle in real time and at any time of the day, he said. They just opened up a whole nother window for people to cram bread through. The second is for security transactions. In April, JP Morgan tested a debt issuance on the blockchain, creating a virtual simulation of a $150 million certificate of deposit for a Canadian bank, rather than relying on wires to buy the insurance, resulting in a time gap between settling the transaction and being paid for it. Institutional investors can use the JP Morgan token, resulting in instant settlements. Wow. The final use would be for huge corporations that use JP Morgan's treasury service business to replace dollars they hold in subsidiaries across the world. Family, how come we weren't taught none of this type of shit in school? How come we weren't taught about treasuries? How come we weren't taught about trust? How come we weren't taught about debt? How come we weren't taught about certificates? How come we weren't taught about the monetary system that we use? We were only taught to be consumers and laborers of this system. Man, this should blow your mind when you really get to researching it and figure out how much you like. Look, I be around individuals that ride around with $10,000, $20,000 in their pocket. You know what I mean? And I'm telling, when I say oblivious to how the monetary system works, I don't care how much money you got. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna put this out there for anyone that ever listens, because a lot of people come to me, wanting to do business, and they talk that big money shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something. My concept of money and your concept of money are two totally, entirely different things. When you see cash dollars, I see debt instruments. So you can't come to me flashing debt instruments and saying, hey, look, we're gonna get rich off this, and man, we can make that. My mind is calculated and actually pre-programmed, reprogrammed in a totally different way. So our concepts of money are two totally different. Not everyone, but I'm saying the average person. You know what I'm saying? Especially those that got the bag or think they got a bag. You just got a big bag of debt. Understand that. Money sloshes back and forth all over the world. Well, no, hold on. Unseen by retail customers, the business handles a significant chunk of the world's regulated money flows from companies like Honeywell International to Facebook. Money dollars for activities like employee and supplier payments. It generated $9 billion in revenue last year for the bank. I'm gonna say that again. Unseen, right? The occult, that which we don't know. And I was just speaking on this, how we don't know this. The unseen by retail customers, the business handles a significant chunk of the world's regulated money. Now, also, that means that there is also a sector of world's unregulated money. It generated $9 billion in revenue. Y'all know what revenue is? Like, man, $9 billion. Money sloshes back and forth all over the world in a large enterprise, Farouk said. Is there a way to ensure that the subsidiary can represent cash on the balance sheet? Everything's checks and balances. I told y'all this. Without having to actually wire it to the unit. That way they can consolidate their money and probably get better rates for it. Looking further out, the JPM coin could be used for payments on internet-connected devices that it used for blockchain catches on, Farouk said. JP Morgan is betting that its first mover status and large market share in corporate payments, it banks 80% of the companies in the Fortune 500, will give its technology a good chance of getting adopted, even if other banks create their own coin. Pretty much every big corporation is our client. And most of the major banks in the world are too, Farouk said. Even if this was limited to JP Morgan clients at the institutional level, it shouldn't hold us back. They basically just told y'all, we don't need any of y'all. The majority of the world's banks and world's money run through us. That's why we were the first ones to get this deal and roll this currency out. Man, this monetary game is this killing the streets. I'm gonna be honest with you. This game is killing the streets by far. Moving on to our next story. NASDAQ strongly supports crypto adoption, adds new Bitcoin and Ethereum indices. Or is that indices? I'll be forgetting which way it is pronounced. During 2018, NASDAQ has already proven the world that it is becoming more and more fascinated with crypto. They have published reports that analyze the Bitcoin and the crypto market, and they teamed up with Van Eck to launch the Bitcoin futures despite the bearish trend that took control over the crypto market throughout 2018. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to pull back and reverse and go over what they just said. They said despite everyone else running around like chickens with their head cut off, talking about crypto's over with, crypto's dead, it's crashing down, it's over. You got big ass institutions with billions, millions, and billions of dollars saying, you know what? Let's go and start dealing with cryptocurrency. Y'all, that's what I didn't understand why everyone was talking about crypto was dead, but then you see damn near every institute, all these stores, all these on-ramps, them being able to utilize the credit system and actually leverage it and hedge it with digital assets. Like, I don't even think y'all comprehend that. People still going to get credit cards and going to shop at Macy's. Going to shop at wherever you shop. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to let y'all in on a secret. Credit was not made to buy material things. It wasn't. Credit was supposed to be used to leverage and grow your wealth with. It is a trust account that you are tapping into when you utilize your credit account, which is scored off of your commercial transactions and being able to be accredited or given credit and pay it back efficiently on a system. You're supposed to use credit in order to help you because credit is essentially free value or free money, but instead we use it to go buy things we may not have ever had or to keep up with the Joneses or whatever erroneously things we do with credit. Family, I'm telling y'all now, credit is not to be used to buy things with. With them opening up these credit on-ramps right now with digital currency, if I had a $750 or anything like that and I'm able to go get a $10,000 or $5,000 line of credit at Nordstrom's or Bloomingdale and anywhere, Gucci, hell with all that. I'm going to go see, let me see, first off, I'm going to see what I can get from these different credit card companies. And I'm going to utilize those credit cards and hedge them with digital assets. Now I have utilized something that was once invisible being credit. In fact, it's all invisible. Holy shit. I love when them downloads come. So you're utilizing an invisible account with invisible money to buy more invisible money. And Pundi X, one of my alarms just hit. Pundi X just hit 571 on the Ethereum charts. Got in yesterday 5:30, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna show y'all something with Ethereum real quick that I was supposed to post last night. I'm gonna show y'all exactly, not Ethereum, with Pundi X. I'm gonna show y'all what I was looking at last night. Now, before I even get over here, Pundi X came down and hit the 25% trend line and bounced off it very nicely last night. That's when I made my entry. Let's go over here to charts. It should still be on Pundi X. So that's the last thing I was looking at. Well, nah, I was looking at EOS because I'm over here long in EOS. Aha, let me see something real quick. Hold on. Let's get this up and running. Look at NPXSETH. Right? This on Ethereum. There we go. Look at that shot. Hey, look what my lines of support and resistance was. Hey, when I tell y'all I love this crypto shit, like y'all don't even understand. When I tell y'all I love this crypto shit. All right, so look at this 4-hour chart, right? Look where we hit and look at that moon shot. Look at that confirmation right there. Man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that confirmation off that 25% trend line. Now, your resistance is going to be the heart line. But look at the run up though. Beautiful, family. This is you can't tell me you're not making money in cryptocurrency. I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. Let me see. Let me see if we got any comments, any questions coming from the family. Yep. Pundi X for the win. Pundi X for the win. Y'all don't get it. Now, let me start saying that. I forgot I said I'm going to start saying that. Hey, look, Pundi X for the win, man. That's all I can say. Pundi X for the win. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me utilize something right now. For some reason, it's not opening up. Okay, not that. Not that. Hold on, family. I'm trying to see why this, let me refresh it real quick. Let me see if that works. I was trying to open up. Okay, so did we get picked up? Hold on, let me see something. Let me see, did we get picked up? Okay, so I got 1.8. Let me look at my current history. Yep, okay, yep, got picked up. All right, good, good, good. Ethereum looking very, very nice. Holding positive gains above $120. Hey, I'm telling y'all better. Hold on, let me bring this back over there. Y'all, I've been sharing it. I don't know why y'all not dealing with it, but y'all really, 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 really need to come over here on Dragon X. You know, I had to snatch up some of that DT coin that they got over here, that Dragon token. You know, they got dividends being paid out on a daily, and they give you leverage over here. Like I say, 3x with Bitcoin, 3x with Ethereum, and 3x with EOS. Now, who's to say they're not going to 3x other tokens over here, right? Who says they're not going to 3x other tokens over here? So don't sleep on the advantages that they're allowing you to grow your coin count with X amount of extra funds, family. For those that trade, anyways. Even so. I'm gonna put something together because one could essentially, even on a HODL side, right, send a 0.5 of Bitcoin over here or whatever the case may be. In fact, let's see. Let me see. You would have sent a 0.5 over here and then get the 3x leverage, and Bitcoin was pretty much in a bullish state. Do you know what you could turn that 0.5 into? You know, you can go from a 0.5 Bitcoin to like 5 Bitcoin like that using leverage. I don't know. Moving right along into the story. What story were we just going over? Oh, the NASDAQ. Okay. Anyways, during 2018, NASDAQ has already proven the world that it is becoming more and more fascinated with crypto. They have published reports on crypto. Yada, yada, yada. NASDAQ seems to have understood that Bitcoin and crypto are here to stay, and the opportunities that digital assets can bring are tremendous. NASDAQ adds BTC and ETH indices or indices. I can't remember how that's pronounced. Recently, the stock exchange took a step further to bring BTC to Wall Street by offering two new indices that are tied to the crypto market in its existing platform of indexes, reports Crypto Potato. Bitcoin Liquid Index, or BLX, and Ethereum Liquid Index, or ELX, are created by Brave New Coin and will provide a real-time spot or reference rate for the price of one Bitcoin and one Ethereum, respectively, quoted in USD and based on the most liquid ends of their markets, according to the official notes. BLX and ELX work by capturing data from multiple exchanges to provide a single price point for BTC and ETH, which helps traders get in and out of given positions, as noted by the online publication. BLX and ELX will now be joining 40,000 of NASDAQ's indices. Crypto is heading towards mainstream adoption. NASDAQ CEO Adena Friedman wrote a post on LinkedIn in which she explains that crypto and Bitcoin are some truly groundbreaking innovations that deserve to become part of the global economy. Once again, I'm going to say this so everyone can hear this. NASDAQ CEO Adena Friedman wrote a post on LinkedIn, NASDAQ CEO, this is the chief executive officer of NASDAQ, explaining that crypto and Bitcoin are some truly groundbreaking innovations that deserve to become part of the global economy. The invention itself is a tremendous demonstration of genius and creativity, and it deserves an opportunity to define a sustainable future in our economy. This latest step that NASDAQ took is only proof, only another proof that the cryptos are successfully heading towards mainstream adoption. 2019 has just begun, and the crypto space is already filled with significant signs pointing towards mainstream adoption. Family is here. It's been here. Please wipe the coal out your eyes, get the sleep out your eyes, and take this for what it is. Now, I know we've been long-winded on the stories today, but I mean, it's got to be. You know what? Maybe it don't. Maybe I can start doing some of these stories. Y'all want me to finish these stories, or y'all want me to go straight into because I can do these stories separately on the podcast. Does the family want me to follow these stories, or y'all want me to go straight into the chart? Get straight to the top 10, you know what I mean? Go ahead and knock the top 10 out or whatever the case may be. Let me know what the family wants. This is the platform you were explaining the other day. Yeah, that's one of the platforms I was explaining with Blue Pill. Yes, sir. Stories. Okay, yep. We got somebody say they want to hear the news. Smart man. All right, so, hold on. New York Fed, right? Cryptocurrency won't, pay attention to how they worded it. Cryptocurrency won't challenge dollar in near or midterm. What is midterm, family? They didn't say it won't challenge the dollar in long term. It just said near, midterm. You could look at that as like 2 to 5 years. So what do you mean? What's going on in the next 10 years? Which if you have a newborn, your child's only going to be 10 years old. What's going to be going on with the dollar then? You got to start looking ahead, family. Stop looking in the now. Stop living in the now. This cryptocurrency has given us a view into the future. Believe it or not. You just got to be able to look at it. You just got to be able to see it. Cryptocurrencies are unlikely to become an international monetary phenomenon in coming years. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York has claimed, unlikely to meet criteria. In a research piece on the US dollar supremacy published on February 11th, the New York Fed argued that despite the appearance of cryptocurrency in mainstream society, only its long-term perspectives could include significant usage. Cryptocurrency set up the challenge and convenient structure of payments in official currencies thus far are unlikely to meet criteria for international roles in the near to medium term, it commented. The opinion is nothing new. As Bitcoin is reported, U.S. finance continues to downplay the possible disruptive aspects of cryptocurrency. They're downplaying it. We just went through a whole story from J.P. Morgan. Oh my God. I don't even see how these people put this stuff out here, right? They contradict the very shit they say. Like, come on, we just went through a whole story of J.P. Morgan talking about, yeah, this is where everything's going. We just went through a whole story about the NASDAQ. Yeah, this is and then they come back with, hey, it's not that serious. Wool over the eyes. The opinion is nothing new. In April of last year, the San Francisco Fed argued Bitcoins lacked the characteristics which would allow it to become a currency altogether. Hold on, man. Hold on. Need I go over to my Instagram page and show you all a post? Hold on. What did they just say that makes absolutely no sense? Hold on. Pay attention to the deflection, family. What did it say? What it just said, right? Hold on. It said in April last year, the San Francisco Fed argued Bitcoin lacked the characteristics which would allow it to become a currency altogether, echoing similar sentiments by banking structures worldwide, right? Hmm. Hmm? What? Hold on. I don't get what he what? I don't get what they talking about. I don't get. And for those that are listening in on the podcast, what we're looking at right now is a couple of stories. I got to remember that I am doing a podcast. Forbes right now, Ohio becomes the first state to allow taxpayers to pay tax bills using cryptocurrency. Colorado senators introduced Digital Token Act to exempt digital assets from securities laws. Bipartisan lawmakers seek cryptocurrency rules to protect consumers and keep U.S. competitive. United State of Wyoming passes new bill recognizing cryptocurrency as money. And then you come over here and then you read stuff like this. That's one of the hardest things that I think people just getting into the market is I think that's one of the hardest things to comprehend is what to listen to and what not to listen to. You know what I mean? Just to be honest, because someone will come read this and be like, oh well, it's not. I'm not messing with it. And then you'll go read them other stories if you're even able to find them because this right here might have deflected you all the way away. Cryptocurrency doesn't pass the basic test of what a currency should be. The Fed's chief, John Williams, said it. John Billy said at the time. Not everyone convinced. Such bears conclusions increasingly contrast with global business. Just this week, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey reiterated his belief that Bitcoin will become a global currency of the internet, having previously given a time frame of just 10 years for this to occur. Bitcoin is resilient. Bitcoin is principled. Bitcoin is native to internet ideas, and it's a great brand. Bitcoin is reporting him saying. On the topic of the dollar, meanwhile, New York Fed that said despite various shifts, I'm telling y'all, they be letting y'all know the U.S. currency remain the go-to fiat currency. It's a lot of shift. They're shifting the paradigms right now, family. The evidence to date is that the dollar remains the world's dominant currency by broad margins. Alternatives have not gained extensive traction, albeit this does not rule out potential future pressures. They're applying pressure already. 4444 on the podcast. That's beautiful. I just caught it. Just look down. This week, the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, proposed splitting off cash and electronic money as a method of making negative interest rates watertight economic policy. Such a move would make it much less appealing to hold stocks of cash in hard currency. I'll leave it at that. Moving right along to the last story. Wells Fargo nightmare is Bitcoin's dream come true. And surprisingly enough, this was posted by Forbes. That's right. Bitcoin and other wider cryptocurrency market has stagnated over the past year as prices fall across the board. Plans for long-awaited institutional investments stalled or were put on hold, and mainstream Bitcoin and crypto adoption weathered in the face of ubiquitous electronic payments and digital efforts from the traditional financial service industry. However, banking outages at the likes of Wells Fargo have convinced the Bitcoin faithful that crypto is in the future. That's what they're saying. Hold on. So we just left a whole story, right? We just left a whole story talking about it's not the future, it's not this, yada, 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 yada. That's why I tell y'all got to be careful what y'all listen to. I wish I could end this. I want to get rid of this. No, I don't want to play it. I want to get rid of it, damn it. Well, hopefully let me exit out in a minute. Wells Fargo last week suffered a major service outage, and the Bitcoin and crypto community claimed it as a sign of things to come. Yeah, people are definitely letting everybody know what it is. They're letting everybody know. They're telling y'all it's glitches from smoke and this, that, and the third. Just wait till you go into things talking about, sorry, we're closed due to maintenance, no withdrawals, no funds available. Come on, the government just shut down and they talking about they had government workers. This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't comprehend. You got people that live in slums right now, right? You got people that live in high poverty areas, right? That barely go without paychecks. And I'm gonna tell you something. They're not standing in a majority of them are not standing, especially those that are able to create a hustle. They said they had government workers standing in line at food pantry. Like they were down to their last. Where the hell did all the money you've been making at this government money go? I mean, at this government job go? Did they not show you how to manage your money and save it? Like, I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all, family. So, when we see stuff like that happening, right? And now you see stuff like this happening. What if? What if you had major stake in the bank and your bank, due to some outage, you weren't able to get any funds out? What would you do? What would be your alternative to currency? What would be your means of taking care of that which needs to be taken care of in a financial or a commercial standpoint or a commercial aspect? Last week, Wells Fargo's customers wait. Last week, Wells Fargo's customers were last week left unable to access their accounts via ATMs. Remember, if anyone got my book, The Puzzle, y'all know what it is. They go for the ATMs. ATM is gonna be the first thing that don't work. Their computers or their smartphones for days. Though Wells Fargo, which is the fourth largest United States bank by assets, said the problem was largely resolved by Friday after beginning on Thursday, customers continue to complain of problems over the weekend. The bank suffered an unrelated outage a week earlier. We're experiencing a systems issues due to a power shutdown at one of our facilities, initiated after smoke was detected following routine maintenance, the bank said in a statement. We're working to restore service as soon as possible. We apologize for the inconvenience. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, for those that are just like, I really don't believe shit nobody says anyways, just because of my upbringing and what I've been through. But definitely not no big wig. Someone's got X amount of your millions and whatever money in their bank, and they're gonna tell you that the largest US, fourth largest US bank, not just one Wells Fargo, but Wells Fargo's customers nationwide were unable to access these things. And it's because the smoke was detected at one facility. Can't piss on me and tell me it's rain. The story is becoming a typical one for banks and traditional retail banking services around the world as they struggle to upgrade aging systems to support an on-demand digital world. There you go. Shame the devil, tell the truth. The latest outage follows a string, if you can read between the lines. The latest outage follows, and once again, they said the story is becoming a typical one. A typical, meaning they're telling y'all this shit over and over and over again, and people choose to eat it up. A typical one for banks and traditional retail banking services around the world as they struggle to upgrade aging systems, the dinosaurs, the old heads. The latest outage follows a string of high-profile banking system failures, with the cracks beginning to show in banks and payment processes across the world, across the United States and Europe. Last year, Spanish-owned British bank TSB suffered a major meltdown that dragged on for days, leaving many unable to access their accounts, and which cost the bank some $425 billion. You know where they got the money from, though, y'all, or those that they were banking with? A few months later, payments processor Visa went down. Wow. With some 5 million transactions across Europe failing over the course of a 10-hour outage. You know how much people probably went crazy? In 2017, Bank of America systems went offline for a number of hours nationwide. 2017. Wasn't the bull run of Bitcoin in 2017? Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. We're going on 50 minutes within the podcast. As you know, I only get an hour to record. What I'm going to be doing now is stopping the podcast, saving the previous episode, and then starting a new. How we doing out there, family? Do we have any questions and comments before we get over here into the countdown? Let me know how everybody's doing right now. I just downloaded APK for Dragon and stopped. Yeah, I'm telling you. They want people to be twisted because when it finally becomes dominant, so many people will be scrambling. Yep. Of course, everybody, yep. I feel extremely happy hearing the good news. Yep, it's their lifestyle, student loans and car payment. Yep. Hey, look, we getting it, family. Definitely getting it. So, let's see. Done with the stories for the day. Let's head over here and see what's going on in the market. Let's see. Covered that. We looked at MPXS. In fact, give me a second. Let me go set some stop limits. Give me a second, family. Let me set me some stop limits, please. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop the podcast, come back in. So this is the part one of Coffee and Crypto with Bitcoin Block Bully, the news session, New Money Matrix. I'll be coming right back with the next session, which is the top 20 countdown. Peace. So, family, I was just ending the podcast as of right now. Just ending the podcast, Coffee and Crypto, part one. If you haven't checked out the podcast, I suggest you do. Let me see what the Let me go ahead and save this real quick. Give me 1 second. I do apologize for the wait. But how we doing out there, family? Also, we're getting into the section where we're going to be going over coins. If anybody has any coin requests they want to take a look at, please post them now, family. Please post them. I'll give y'all like free will to just post whatever, and I barely get coin requests. A couple of individuals, but right now we're going to go over the coin requests, family. So let me know if y'all got any coins you want to take a look at. Chafe went offline probably because of Coinbase. Okay. Bring that information if you got it, my brother. Bring that information. Let me see. Let me save. Wait, no, I didn't want to add that to that. Hold on. I did not want to add that to that. Let me go over here real quick. Okay, so let me fix this because now what then happened is it's uploading and putting that putting my the last one I just recorded with my new one that I recorded, and I don't want it to do that. I mean with last night's NPXS build. I don't want it doing that. So let me try to stop it real quick. Man, I love when NPXS do its thing. I'm telling you, I told Brother Duncan this a while ago. Like, bro, I'm just gonna trade in NPXS. Like, I'm not even going. I mean, of course I traded in some other coins, but I'm like, I could just trade in NPXS and just build my NPXS account up. You know what I mean? That was a good idea at the time. Okay, so let me get this open. Like I said, we're gonna be taking a look at the top 20 coins. Let me see. Let me get Live Coin Watch actually pulled up now. There we go. Live Coin Watch. What else do we need? We got Trading View. Let's look at some of the top 10 coins. There we go. Okay, we'll let all this fill up. All this open up, all this load up. Let me let my top 10 coins load up real quick. And I just caught it. I got 444 plays on my New Money Matrix podcast right now, family. 444 plays. If only I could have got $1 for every one of them plays, I'd be decent. I'm still decent though because the information getting out there. But reciprocity is definitely appreciated. So what I'm going to do while I wait for this to load up, family, I'm going to post a couple of links in the chat. The first link is going to be for the X wallet for those that want to sign up and get free cryptocurrency on a daily basis. You can click the link for the X wallet. It will be in the description momentarily. Let me get back over here real quick. Okay, let me post this. Oh no, hold on, that wasn't even the I think it's gonna be for the X wallet for those that want to sign up. Oh, turn that down. Didn't want that to hit y'all. There we go. So there's the link for the X wallet. Okay, you want to look at Ravencoin? We can definitely take a look at Ravencoin. Let me get over here. Take a look at Ravencoin versus Bitcoin. Take a look at Raven. Raven just coming from a pump. What's this right here? A 4-hour chart? Okay, no. Okay. These are the last 4 hours. I will also be posting a link to I will be posting a link to DragonX platform, to the DragonX platform also. Let me see. Let me get this link available real quick. So this is for anyone who wants to sign up for the DragonX platform. There we go. All right, so we got that out there. I don't know why this thing taking so long to load up over here. Let me see. All right, so now we're going to get into the second half of Coffee and Crypto. where we will be going over the top 20 coins in the market, family. Let's see. An overview of it. Okay, Ethereum coming back to life. And I'm glad I got that long on Ethereum. Ethereum coming back to life. LTC coming back. XRP. BNB Maker. I should have kept that long on LTC also. So what we're going through right now, family, we're taking a look. Bitcoin back up to 36. Look, it's in the red, but it's back up to 3,600. That's all that matters. So let's go ahead and run through the top 20 coins, family. Let's see. Right now, we got a circulating market cap of 121,433,811,615. We got a 24-hour volume of $9,207,394,836. BTC dominance right now is at 52.6%. Coming in number one, we got Big Bang Hank Bitcoin trading at 3,600, 3,642 right now. Oh shit, we got green. Look at the last hour, family. Look at the last hour. Look at Dash. Dash down to 78, 1.1% gains within the last hour. Holy shit. Neem had 25% gains in an hour. Hold on. Hell no. What's going on over here? Hold on. Hey, Neem is exploding right now, family. I don't know if y'all seeing this. Let's look at the hour chart. That can't be right. 25% gains? Nah. Let's see what's going on over here. Hold on. Let's see what's going on over here. I can tell you what is going on, that execution. Solid confirmation, solid rejection. Let me see. And this is on an hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. Damn, Neem has been extremely bullish. I don't know how I missed this one. I do not know how I missed this one, family. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. How do we miss this? Hold on, let's see. Damn, look at that. This is what I mean. When people talk about, oh, I'm waiting on the bull, do you not see what's going on in a lot of these coins, how they've hit bottom and turned right back around? So yeah, Neem looking beautiful. Let's go ahead and kick off the countdown. Coming in at number one, we got Big Bang Hank Bitcoin trading at $3,641, up 1.1% within the last 24.3% within the last hour. Coming in at number two, we got Ethereum trading at $124.59, up 1.2% within the last 24.5% within the last hour. Coming in at number three, we got Ripple XRP trading at 30 cents. Right now, it's up 0.1% within the last hour. Coming in at number four, we got Litecoin trading at $41.92. It's up 2% within the last 24, 1.1% within the last hour. Coming in at number five, we have EOS. EOS, which I do have a long on the Dragon X platform. Right now, it is up 0.4% within the last hour, down 2.2% within the last 24. I bought the dip, and it's trading at $2.78 right now. Coming in at number five, we have Bitcoin Cash trading at $121.55, up 1.4% within the last 24, 0.1% within the last hour. Coming in at number seven, you got USDT, which is the cryptocurrency equivalent to the United States dollar, better known as United States dollar tether. Trading at $1.02 right now. It's up 0.3% within the last 24, 0.1% within the last hour. Coming in at number eight, we got Tron trading at 2 cents right now. It's down 2.4% within the last 24 hours. Coming in at number one, we have, it's up 0.08% within the last hour. Damn, it's 10:09 already. I did not know we had. Well, I did. I guess I did know we ran over an hour. Anyways, coming in at number nine, we got Stellar Lumens, XLM, trading at 7 cents, up 0.44% within the last 24 hours. Y'all see the law. Down 0.18% within the last hour. Coming in at number 10, we have Binance Coin. Binance taking a very sharp pullback. Look at that. Losses of 4.91% within the last 24. Gains of 1.4% within the last. They funny. So 4.1% loss, 1.49% gain. So 1.4. That's just crazy. Trading at $8.67 right now, family. Down from the highs of $9. Down from the highs of $9. I don't know if anyone's in. Binance is down right now. It's trading at 90 some change. Let me put this out there also, family. I know I forget to do this. I need to start doing this in the opening of my show. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. I'm not a tax advisor. I cannot give you tax advice. This is to be taken as only entertainment purposes
Only entertainment. It may be able to be used educationally, but this is only for entertainment. Family, do not take any of this serious. This is play. Coming in at number 11, we got Bitcoin SB trading at $67.63, down 0.2% within the last 24, up 0.4% within the last hour. Coming in at number 11, we got Cardano trading at 4 cents, up 0.7% within the last 24, down 0.9% within the last, up 0.4% to 0.75% within the last hour, down 0.9% within the last 24. Coming in at number 13, Monero, who we should all keep our eyes on, who should have, it was trading at $42. It's at 47 now. It's down 4% within the last 24, up 0.8% within the last hour. Coming in at number 14, we got IOTA trading at 26 cents, down 3.3% within the last 24, up 1% within the last hour. Coming in at number 15, we got Dash, which is another privacy coin. Monero, Dash at $78.65, down 1.8% within the last 24, up 1.1% within the last hour. Coming in at number 16. Wasn't this just number 17 yesterday? Coming in at number 16. Wow. $544.90 Maker. Up 1.7% within the last 24, 0.1% within the last hour. Coming in at number 17, family, we have NEO trading at $7.92. NEO back down at that $7 range. And that's due to losses of 3.9% within the last 24. No, 3.2% within the last 24, 0.9% gains within the last hour. Coming in at number 18, we got Ethereum Classic trading at $4.15. Right now, it is up 1.5% within the last 24 and 0.5% within the last hour. Coming in at number 19, we have NEEM, XEM, trading at 4 cents. Right now, it is up 3.9% within the last 24. It just said 25%. That may have been a glitch. Up 3.9% within the last 24, up 1% within the last hour. Coming in last but not least is another privacy coin. We got Zcash trading at $52.93. Right now, it's down 1.3 within the last hour, family. That is your top 20 coins in the cryptocurrency market. Let's see who we have as our top gainer. Excuse me, top gainers for the day. Let's see. Within the last 24, we got Theta Token. I want to see who's up in the last hour. Hold on. There we go. PundyX at the top of the list. 6.9. Oh, in fact, hold on. Let me go over here and do what I was doing. I damn near forgot. My fault. I was over here trying to see. Look, it's already started. See, that's that shit I be talking about, man. It already started pulling back, family. It already started pulling back. I was supposed to get out at 570, 571, or set a stop limit below those measures. You know what I mean? I missed my beat. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me get in here and set these. Let me set these up real quick. $571. Let's see. There we go. All right. I got everything set now. We can continue. See if we got any questions, any comments, any coin requests. How we doing, Ms. Townsend? Buying crypto and paying crypto is made on the X wallet. Oh, that's mine. Okay, yeah. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and continue. So y'all see who's number 1 on the list right now. PundyX up the most. 4% gains within the last hour, 8% gains within the last 24 hours. Economy coming in at number 2, 3.3% gains within the last hour. Theta Token, Bitcoin Private up also $1.56, trading at up 3.08%. Now, Theta, much like PundyX, is not only up in the last hour, but it's up in the last 24 hours nicely too. Up 2.9% within the last hour, 11% gains within the last 24 hours. And then you got KuCoin shares, Project Pi, Crypto Next, Biden, Litecoin, Dash, Binance Coin, IOTA, Aurora, Gemini Dollar, Neo, Repo, IOST, and Icon. OMD also. Now, looking at the top 24 hours, let's see what we got here. We got Theta Token, Loopring, DGD, $16.11, up 8% within the last 24 hours. This one, DGD, Brother Kennedy, I don't know if you're still holding it. DGD been holding his gains. DGD, it's only 2 million, for, just so you all know, When we first discovered DGD, it was trading around $200, maybe $300, and I believe we traded it for those that were in the Bitcoin block huggers group all the way up to about $450 maybe. I know who was that? I know who was, man. Somebody kept hitting on DGD. Who was that? That was Miss Brown. Was that Miss Nikki Brown? Yep, Miss Nicole. That's who that was. She stayed staying in DGD around that time. Steam up 3.2% within the last 24 hours. Don't sleep on Steam, family. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Don't sleep on Steam. Definitely don't sleep on Pundi X, because it just jumped up again, because it was not number 4 on this list. It was not just behind DGD. It just pumped up a little bit. So let me see. Do we got any questions, any comments? If not, family, I'm gonna end this show. That way I can get to. Oh yeah, we down to like 3 people watching. So yeah, we've been live long enough. How do you know what's an accurate stop limit? Charting, resistance, support, Fibonacci, moving averages. How you utilize the tools that they give you in order to figure out where a strong support level is and where previous price action has been held up before. But with that being said, family, I'm going ahead and end this. Hold on. Damn, did I even record the top? Let me see. I wonder if I even did. I may not have. I don't know if I recorded the top 20 coins I just went through, for the simple fact that I had paused my recording on the podcast. So I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it. If I did, kudos to those listening on the podcast. This is gonna be yours. It's gonna go along with the first half. If I didn't, I'm gonna come back and redo it. But peace, power, and prosperity. Also, those watching in right now, yep, I'm gonna leave it with this, family. It's 10:17. I need to go put something in my stomach. I've been live since 9 a.m. going on damn near an hour and a half. So I want to thank everybody who tuned in for the Early Rising Show, Coffee and Crypto with the Bitcoin Block Bully. I hope you guys got something of substance out of the show. Until the next video, until the next podcast, this is the Mayor of Chicago Crypto Hustler, Bitcoin Block Bully. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. I am out of here. That's not true. I got X Wallet on both my Android and my Apple device. That's not true at all, brother Tracy. I got the X Wallet on my Android device as well as my Apple device. It might be another X Wallet you're speaking on, but not the Pundi X Wallet. That's incorrect statement. That is an incorrect statement. I have, in fact, I'm gonna take a picture of it. I have the X Wallet on what is this? A Galaxy? What kind of phone is this? It's an LG. I don't even know what type of Android this is, but it has the X Wallet on it. So yeah, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. Kathy Creed, how we doing? Grand Rising Queen. Y'all missed one hell of a show. You can go back and watch the replay though. But I'm about to get up out of here. But yes, that right there, not available to third quarter. Incorrect. It was actually available on Android before it was released for the iOS Apple device. The Pundi X Wallet, the one that we're utilizing right now. You might be talking about a new wallet. I don't know. But the Pundi X Wallet is available on both Android and iOS or Apple. And like I said, it was actually available on Android before it went to Apple. But with that being said, I'm out of here, family. I'll probably be back with a midday show, if not the 24-hour review, market review. But stay humble, set your stop limits, take profit when you got it. Peace.